Alright, the first ever Royal Radio interview. Yes, Royal Empire is in the house. I am your host, Fusion. I'm usually not going to be the host, but as of right now, I am the host. I'm behind the camera. You won't be seeing me. You will be seeing who we are interviewing. And today, we have Catastrophe, a.k.a. I'll let him do. Would you rather be called Catastrophe?
Wait, you got it wrong this time? No. Sway, a.k.a. Sway, a.k.a. Catastrophe.
Okay.
I mean, we could end up putting in the video like below us saying.
Yeah,
Sway,
we'll probably have like a
Catastrophe.
logo for the Royal Radio or a Catastrophe.
Yeah, we'll go through with that.
We'll have it.
Eventually.
Let's be professional in the video. So let's not be professional right here.
Let's just be homies talking right now.
So yeah, since I am an artist of Royal Empire and Sway is an artist of Royal Empire, I'm interviewing him. But we know each other, so these are gonna be genuine questions.
Genuine questions.
It's gonna be
cool
so
with that.
out of...
Cool with that.
All right, yeah. So starting off and getting right into the interview, Sway, aka Catastrophe. I'm gonna flip flop between that during the interview. But Sway,
Right.
I know you, but they don't know you, the viewers. So tell the viewers a little about yourself, and then we'll get into how you got into Royal.
Well, I am. Cut that out. Oh my god, cut that out as well.
I'll cut that out too.
You probably put that in there like, nope. He said to cut this out. Alright, I'm 18 years old, of course, from Canton, New Jersey. I reside right now in Pennsauken. I attend Pennsauken High School. And I'm a part of Royal Empire.
Yup. So, how did you first get involved with Royal Empire?
Royal Empire.
Did they reach out to you or?
This was something that like randomly came up in a like conversation one day, if I'm correct, and it was just cut that out. It was really random. It came up in a conversation one day, and I remember hearing the sentence, "Dude, we should call it Royal Empire," and I'm just like, Royal Empire? What's that all about? And it all clicked eventually when all of us met up one day and we talked about it at lunch, I believe. We were still in, high school together.
Yeah, you say we. I know that you're referring to me and you, but there was also
me, you, and everybody else that was at the table and stuff like that. I remember that. We all started talking about the group, and I remember thinking to myself, I wonder if I am a part of this. And I remember, of course, you told me, dude, do you want to be a part of Royal Empire? And I was like, heck yeah, I'll totally be a part of it. I remember going through a couple different stages and stuff like that, going through a couple different groups and names and all that, and nothing ever really stood around because nobody ever really felt committed to it. And I always felt like something was just gonna fall off every time something got created, which is something I didn't like. And when I heard the whole Royal Empire thing, I had this whole this not connected feeling with it. It was just like I don't know.
Yeah.
But as time went by, I felt like everything was coming together perfectly. I mean, we're still trying to build up, Royal Empire, of course, and I feel like everything is gonna fall into place the way it should, in the next couple of years. Like, we make this video right now, and we're in a basement, in HQ, and I feel like later on and stuff like that down the line is gonna be so upgraded and it's gonna be so unbelievable. But,
okay, so other people in Royal, me being one of them as an artist, and other artists like Logan and Kevin have put out music.
Right.
And they'll eventually get an interview about their music and their future music. And your interview will include some of your future music, but you have no music out, which is an interesting point to do.
Which is an interesting thing.
Which is an interesting thing. But
and I'm pretty sure you're going to ask me why.
I would like to go over first your process of making a song, because I know as your friend that you do have songs done and some on the way. We'll get to those in a few seconds. But other than like the recording and putting it out process, when you're writing a song and it's coming to finalization with writing the lyrics and just the thought process, what goes on in your head when you're creating a song? Like, what needs to go down to have the catastrophe happen?
I feel like there's a lot of different things that go down in my head. Like, nobody really understands when I say everything is pretty fucked up in my head. Like, when I'm thinking about everything, when I'm writing songs down and stuff like that, it's just something about the feeling that comes towards writing everything that I still need to feel when I go to record. When something doesn't feel right, it's like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. And I've had so many times where I was just like, do I want to do this? You know, or do I want to like just say no? Let's find something else to do. But something about all of this still pulls me back.
Is it
which
like,
is why I'm still
something
here.
like a vibe that you need to be in, and like
yeah, it feels like it's like as if there.
process?
Yeah, it's like I need to feel that vibe that, you know, gets me into the mood of being able to, you know, write these songs and write them and record them.
So
and all
whether
that.
you like are making beats or you have a beat like presented to you, when you go into the lyric mode after you have the beat and after you find your vibe, where does your creative process, like looking for your topics and like writing about your topics, come from?
Life in general. And then anything that just pops into my head sometimes, you know? We're in a generation where a lot of things just get thrown out there just with anything, you know? A lot of
Randomly.
people just throws out music that just means anything. You
Yeah,
know?
like random
and
or-
yeah, and I feel like us and me in Royal Empire, I feel like, you know, even though everybody's different, you know, in their own way and stuff like that, everybody still throws out something that means something. You know?
Yeah, meaningful.
And of course, I want to be, you know, right behind that, you know, being able to throw music out that actually means something and not something that's just, you know, whatever. you
Okay,
know?
so before we get into like specific details about like what type of projects you have or what type of songs you're working on or your next job, we're gonna talk about like what kind of songs do you like? What message do you send in your songs?
So to begin it off, I have a project called Building Bridges in the process right now. Building Bridges is actually a project that I've been working on for, I want to say 2 years now. And it's switched up a lot of times. You know, right before being called Building Bridges, it was called 3 years. Because at some point for like 3 years, I felt like, you know, there was something about me that I just needed to, you know, break out of a shell or something.
Yeah, is it more closer or letting people know like what?
Yeah,
more closure?
more like a closure, you know?
I can relate.
And at some point, I started realizing that everything was switching up and that Building Bridges actually didn't, you know, end up meaning for me to have closure with myself and my thoughts in my head. And I felt like Building Bridges was meant for me to make, you know, to build my own path of success and being able to go out to see things that I want to see on my own.
Yeah.
You know? And that's where, you know, the whole concept of Building Bridges is, where I not just throw songs onto it, but songs that basically give you the feel of me trying to find myself and me also trying to find this path of, you know, success and the right road I want to be on to, you know, get to where I want to be in life.
I like
and
that.
I feel like there's gonna be, you know, a whole lot of obstacles to get over, but I feel like when it's finally done and it's finally put together and it's finally finalized, it's probably gonna be, you know, the best thing that I do. And I feel like the reason why no song from me is put out is because Building Bridges is being made and a lot of things are on my mind, and I feel like I'm constantly thinking about building bridges instead of these singles to have people, you know, chilling and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
I just today actually too released Your Local Broadcasting System. I just released that today, and it's a reverse track, you know, and it's a message on there that a lot of people should know that today's society is pretty fucked up, you know. And,
So yeah.
and a lot of things that we perceive, you know, is to control us and brainwash us and to just have us believe what they want us to believe.
Oh, so you put out reverse tracks. So your first track.
Yup. Yes.
Your first track, all your fans have to play backwards.
I felt like now was the time to say
It's
that.
interesting. It's interesting. I appreciate it, and from an artist standpoint, I appreciate it. And with being a music artist, of
Right.
course, you have a reason for doing music and reason for like writing all these songs that help you cope and releasing them. Because some people just write and keep to themselves, and it takes a lot to release your own music.
Right.
What is your purpose for doing music?
I feel like my purpose for music is to connect with people that need a voice, you know? Like, not so long ago, we lost Chester Bennington, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out to Linkin Park. You know, we lost him. That was, you know, my idol for whenever I needed a voice, for whenever I was depressed and my anxiety was kicking in. You know, he was screaming the words for me. You know, he was singing the right words for me and stuff like that. So I felt like, you know, growing up, and listening to music, I wanted to be the same way. I wanted to be in a band at one point. I wanted to be a lead singer. I wanted to be playing the guitar, all that. And, you know, being able to learn these instruments and stuff like that, but not being in a band, but being here in Royal Empire, I feel like I've accomplished something. You know, I'm starting something.
Because not just lyrics make an artist.
Exactly.
More.
Yeah.
I feel the same way, because I feel like no artist should be content and stay in a box. Like, if you're an artist and you're trying to be the best artist you possibly can be,
right.
You have to expand other than lyrics.
And I feel like people should. Yeah, I feel like people should understand me when, you know, I put out songs that may seem a little bit different from my usual vibe, you know, because I'm trying to expand myself and just test out different flows, you know. I want to be able to go out there and put a song out and people are just like, ooh, this is kind of different. Okay, I kind of like this, you know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, switch it back to my old self and people are like, okay, what the hell? You know, I want that kind of situation, you know, because I want people to understand that I'm just not going to sit myself in just one, you know, standard creative state. I want to expand myself. I want to be able to do all kinds of different things, you know. And I feel like that's what I'm meant for at the moment. But, you know, everything is still being a process right now. Everything is still being creative. And I feel like, you know, everything is going to be okay one day when I finally get to put out my music and, you know, people appreciate, you know, what I do. So, you know, it's gonna take a little while, and I feel like the mixtape is gonna be done soon. You know, all I have to do is record. That's it. You know.
So with the mixtape coming out and you release local broadcasting, which is a good message, but it's not really lyrics and rap, right?
No,
it's not.
It's actually full on just me talking.
So what is your first like actual track gonna be?
So I was, you know, thinking about a lot of things lately, track wise, with what to release, you know, before the mixtape drops. I was constantly thinking about that for the past couple of days because I was telling myself I need to put something out.
Are you gonna put a single from the tape out, or are you gonna do? I was thinking
about putting a single out from the tape, you know, and then throwing the project out there. And then, you know, doing music videos, promotion and stuff like that, and then hopefully putting out another tape, you know? I feel like just throwing out a whole bunch at once and stuff like that is better than just throwing out one single and just waiting for that to get some, you know, recognition and stuff like that. No, I feel like I want to put out music to just put out music at the moment.
Yeah, just put out bodies so when your viewers do find you and your fan base is growing.
Yeah, there's a lot for people to listen to, not just one or two tracks. No, we're talking like 20 tracks, and they're like, oh my god, there's more. Exactly. But
it's all related to you in some sense, and it will help the artists the fans understand you more. Yeah. Okay, so coming with your projects that you're working on, because I heard you say projects, and talking about releasing a tape after the tape. How is your workflow in Royal? Like, I know other than not having a song out, you have been working. I know personally because I'm your like best friend / artist mate. Like, yeah, we were in the same label, but I know that you've been working a lot. Tell us what you've been like working on besides your tape.
I've been helping other people, you know, produce and record and stuff like that. As we know, new member Trip was just here not so long ago. I helped him. He's looking forward to me actually being on the track with him. So pretty soon that might actually be, you know, preview of people listening to, you know, what I have coming.
So features, do you think any features will be out before your actual?
I believe so. Yeah, I strongly believe I will be on features before I ever put a project out, and I feel like people will hear how different each kind of feature will be and stuff like that, because not every vibe is going to be the same. And then when they hear, you know, the mixtape, they understand why everything was so different, because the mixtape, you know, is different. You know, that's what people need to understand. That
kind of like a Logic type thing, or like a Lil Wayne type thing, where like the mixtape is different from the album.
Exactly.
Why do you have that perspective? Like, why are your mixtapes different from your albums?
Because I feel like I don't want to give people my all at one shot and stuff like that. I want to be creative enough to, you know, hold things that are precious to me, and then when it's finally time to let them out, I let them out, you know?
So you're saying like one is more powerful than the other. Like one is still a good body of work, but your all is put into, I'm assuming as an artist, it would be put into an album, right? That's where all your hardest work would be.
Exactly, yes.
And then you're like, need to know, get to know me, or like just to show off my talent, to showcase my talent, would be probably in like a mixtape or EP, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I feel like this mixtape is just a big introduction as well to who I am, you know. And I feel like after this mixtape, I'll feel comfortable enough to open up even more on the next project, you know, because I have started working on other projects, you know, with different ideas with, you know, how to come towards people with my music after the first project drops, you know. I'm already, you know, more than halfway done the first project, and I feel, you know, really, really proud of myself with how much progress I've made with the project. And I feel like people are gonna, you know, really, really be happy with it. They're gonna like it. They're gonna really enjoy it. They're gonna vibe with it. And a lot of it is gonna get previewed on the Sway's World vlogs pretty soon.
Okay, so check him out at Sway's World. Little plug. Go ahead.
Right.
I'm not mad. Plug yourself.
So, you know, pretty soon I will be doing the Sway's World vlogs. And when I start those Sway's World vlogs, there are gonna be a lot of previews. You know, and then there's gonna be a bunch of previews on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat.
Okay,
and
so we're just gonna shameless plug you right here. Follow him on all social medias, guys.
All social medias be
guys
download.
are in for like a lot. I know personally because I work with this artist, and we're in the midst of a project together. We don't want to talk about it. But
yeah. Well, I was actually thinking about that too not too long ago. I was thinking, should we talk about that?
The collab.
That wouldn't be too bad.
We do have a few things under our sleeves. We're not open to talk about it yet, but there is a collab.
We have been working though. We have been working.
Yeah, we've definitely been working. I'm probably one of the reasons why his stuff is not out on there. Because I'm holding you back with this collab. But
everybody wants me to collab with them at the moment. And it's just like, oh my god.
So speaking of collaborations, like, what can we expect from your first tape? Is there any collabs? Can you give us some info?
I can confirm there are collabs on the tape.
Who can you confirm?
I can confirm Kevin Strickland.
That's that tick that you hearing in your eardrum. Steering for the fearsome, zero while I am near bums. Yeah, you got fire, don't mean you got fire. Get yourself a job, a fly.
Okay.
I can confirm Fusion.
Let me introduce a new boy. No longer young, so don't play me like a Game Boy. Turning 18, trying to blow up like a claim. When the summer comes, I don't want to hear a hey boy. Tell me what you want that you never gonna want.
Okay.
I can confirm David Charis.
Oh, okay.
I can confirm Michael Hartka. I can you know, include a lot of people in this mixtape that, you know, not just on a chorus or on a verse, but just like and besides ad-libs as well, but just, you know, help with production, help with any like scenes and stuff like that, and skits that are gonna go down in the mixtape.
Yeah.
And just motivation, you know?
You're releasing a lot of information.
I am reading
since skits.
Yeah.
Like, your mixtape is gonna sound like an Eminem
and it's
album.
kind of crazy because a lot of people, you know, when they hear me talk about the mixtape and stuff like that, I don't ever say too much. They're like, oh, okay, this sounds nice. But now that I speak about it now and stuff like that, and, you know, I release even more about what I want to bring towards this mixtape and stuff like that, it's just like, ooh, really? That's what you want to bring to the mixtape? Yes, I do. And
you're definitely a royal threat. You're definitely a royal threat.
I sure hope so.
No, definitely, because the label itself is expecting a lot from you, and you've shown, because I've personally sat down and worked with you, so I know that you have a lot going for you. Fan base wise, the fans that do rock with you and are expecting your music, you're holding a bell, and hopefully this interview helps a lot too, because
I sure
you're
hope
giving
so
away
too.
more information about your tape.
Right.
I wish we had something we could preview, but we probably wouldn't even preview it then. Like, this is like a cliffhanger. We're gonna leave them on.
Yeah, this is something that's just like for right now. And I'm more than sure people like are gonna watch this interview and they're like, is he gonna preview something? Nope. No, I'm not.
No, but okay. So my
Not this
next
time.
question to get. As an artist, you're always looking to evolve to become the best artist that you can be. So what do you see yourself doing in a few, like, because I know some artists want to get into acting, some artists want to get into singing, some artists want to get into playing different instruments, and video editing, producing their own videos, a lot of things. So where do you see yourself in 10 years from now as an artist? And how do you want to evolve in between those 10 years up until that 10th year?
I want to see myself evolve in a lot of ways, to be honest. First, I want to start off with photography, hopefully in the future.
You want to get into photography?
Yeah, a whole lot more photography.
So is that just like taking pictures, or are you talking about videography too?
Taking pictures and videography.
What else?
Acting, probably on the side. I'm not too much of a fan of acting anymore.
Would you ever like pull like a Kendrick Lamar slash like I think it's Amine. Is that how you say his name?
Amine. I believe so. Yeah.
So would you ever pull like one of those where there's like acting in beginning of music videos and then it's the music video?
Yeah, totally.
Or like a Jay-Z, how he has like
totally. Oh yeah, that's actually
like
that's gonna come down to a couple of songs off this mixtape as well. Totally, that's actually been
like
something I've been thinking about.
As a culture, like the art is changing, because back in the days it used to be like inspirational music videos, like music videos where every scene meant something.
Exactly.
And now it's like a meaning, and then you get the meaningful music video too.
Oh yeah, it totally went along with the music video.
A whole skit without lyrics before a music video that means something
Right.
in itself, and then you get the whole song plus a video that means something. Like people like Jay-Z and Kanye, they show those off the best, and that's what you want to be doing in the future.
Totally. Even pretty soon, when the mixtape drops and stuff like that, these songs are gonna have music videos with
so
scenes.
Confirmed visuals.
Oh heck yeah, totally.
Getting
Come
all the
on now.
information out of him
Oh
today.
yeah, totally. There's totally gonna be a lot of things that go down with this
Nice.
mixtape. Oh yeah, there's a whole lot. It's a lot of things that I keep to myself too, which is kind of funny. But everything will be all right. Everything's gonna be cool. Everything's gonna be fun. I'm totally gonna have fun with all of this, especially when it comes down to Christmas. Christmas time is gonna be even an amazing more time of the year, because it's gonna be even more.
Or?
Yeah, it's gonna be another couple projects. Come on now,
Okay.
you know this.
I know what it is, but they don't know what it is.
It's a couple projects. I'm pretty soon gonna start a hat line. Sway's Raw hats.
You want to start selling merch?
Oh heck yeah, I want to start doing that. But not too soon.
Can we see a tour or a stage performance from you anytime soon?
Oh heck yeah,
Possibly, yeah.
possibly. Heck yeah, totally.
Okay, and probably going to release some of that on his Sway's World, so check him out, check his pages, and follow him on socials, keep up with that. Because when he tours, you do want to see it. He probably do some stuff from his tape if his tape's not out, or if his tape is out, then you'll definitely see a good performance.
Right, totally. Oh
Yeah.
heck yeah. But merch wise, not too soon. Hopefully, maybe like after the mixtape drops and Sway World vlog start up. Start previewing some of the hats. Like I have a hat over there that says Sway right now.
Oh gee.
Yeah, there's a hat over there right now that says Sway. And then a couple other hats are gonna say Sway's World. I also had this dope one that says Sway's World in Greek, believe it or not, and it's actually really nice.
I've probably seen it, but they haven't. So
Yeah, it's actually really nice. And I was thinking about starting that whole lineup.
Nice.
Of course, Sway's World merch. Shirts, hoodies, tank tops, shorts. Socks, dude. Like even socks.
Yeah, so you're going the whole 9 yards. Damn.
Oh heck yeah, totally.
Damn.
That's totally gonna take off pretty soon. Totally.
Yo, so you're already presenting the new fans with obviously a whole lot of music that's about to come out, and besides that, you're gonna give them the whole like evolution. What you already said you wanted to get into, like acting, photos, videos, taking videos, and then you also got a clothing line that you seem really excited about and seem like you really know what you're going for you. So like if you can get all this stuff accomplished, then the fans that are watching this now, the fans that are soon to be watching this or soon to find you and check out all his socials and stuff like that, they're gonna be in for a run.
Oh heck yeah, totally. There's like I said, there's a lot of things I have in my mind and written down, and that I have planned, and it's gonna be amazing, to be honest. And then when my career finally takes off later on in the future and stuff like that, everything is gonna be even better. I hope to see myself in the next 2 or 3 years traveling to California, traveling to New York, Florida, wherever, because my music is taking off, and I'm becoming successful with all of this. And I hope that my YouTube channel takes off as well and stuff like that, where people, want to see me succeed and be successful and enjoy watching my vlogs and seeing me do what I love, because, they allow me to later on in the future.
Yeah. Are you saying you want to be famous?
I do want to be famous, but at the same time, I don't want to be seen as a famous person. I just want to be seen as another human being, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to be seen as, you know, the guy that's up there and stuff like that with the money, and that. No, I just want to be seen as another human being that just makes music and loves doing what he does, you know?
Exactly.
Just
All
because
your music is influential.
Exactly, and just because I have money later on in the future doesn't mean that, you know, that's what everything's gonna be all about. No, I mean, I may have a couple, you know, couple $1,000s and stuff like that later on in the future, but I'm not gonna idolize that and make that my main focus and
So
stuff
not
like
changing
that.
for the fame.
Oh hell no, totally not.
You heard it here live, guys.
I feel like, you know, people need to understand that even later on in the future and stuff like that, you'll still see me walking around in sweatpants and a hoodie and slippers. Like, I mean, that's all I do now. Like,
I know that. I know as a friend that's genuine.
That's genuine. That's
100% true.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Like you may see me every now and then treating myself to something and stuff like that, you know, because, you know, I'm happy, I got a couple dollars and stuff like that, I can treat myself, you know, something nice. But that's not gonna be an everyday thing and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like you'll see me pull up to the red carpet in a hoodie and jeans or something. Like, you know, I'm not gonna go all out all the time.
Red
and stuff like
carpet?
that.
You may want to go a little bit out.
One day,
like,
one day.
Yeah, like all
One
black,
day.
maybe all white. If you're gonna, if that's your bummy look, you gotta present it on the red carpet. I don't know.
I mean, I would look bummy on the red carpet. I really would not care. I'm comfortable.
Hey, there's a lot of artists who do. So it's nice to say that you're gonna stay true to yourself, and
heck yeah.
It's nice to know that even before you have music out and a whole fan base behind you, the fans that are with you right now, the fans that are soon to be, you're already presenting them with stuff and making them feel welcome and at home.
Right.
So you can already see why this artist, Catastrophe, a.k.a. Sway, check him out on his socials. You can already tell why this guy, this artist right here, standing in front of you, is a royal threat, and why
I appreciate it.
why we want him on the label. I mean, I would ask you to do a freestyle right now.
Let me think about that one. No.
Maybe next time.
No. Most
on.
definitely no. Next time and stuff like
Maybe
that.
after your tape, we could do like a promotional
Oh heck
interview.
yeah! I'll do a whole lot of freestyle.
Would you be back? Yeah, we'll do.
Oh heck yeah! Totally be back for freestyles and stuff like that. I was actually thinking about that not too long ago, doing Freestyle Fridays. You know, where I just throw up a random freestyle.
See, look, this is what I'm talking about. You continuously have something for your fans, and that's like the creative process. Like, you just thought of it.
Yeah,
and just
like,
throwing something.
I've always thought about doing these things and stuff like that. It's a lot about my anxiety that kicks in that has me thinking to myself, nah, I don't think so. Like, I shake a lot, believe it or not. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but I shake a lot. And when I shake a lot, it's because my anxiety's kicking in. I'm thinking, you know, and I'm just doing the most towards myself, and it's not a good thing that I'm doing that. And I feel like, you know, it holds me back a lot sometimes. But, you know, I try to overpower that as much as I can by just forgetting about what I'm thinking. But then that's the bad part, because I could be thinking about writing a song, my anxiety kicks in, I'm overthinking, and I just end up stop thinking about writing the song, and what happens? I don't even go back to it, and it's bad. But
Yeah.
I try to you know, find a way
Persevere
to
and, like,
get past
break
that,
through them. Yeah.
so I can get back into that vibe and write these songs and stuff like that. But it's, you know, it's kind of hard, and it's a challenge sometimes too. You know, it really is, because
and you're not alone, and the music that you put out, it's gonna show, because as an artist, it's a process you have to go through.
right.
I went through the process. I know what state you were in and what
Right.
state you're in right now, and I can tell. I've been obviously making music longer than you, and I've been in the music
Right.
industry longer than you, and around the atmosphere. So seeing you grow as an artist, and don't think you haven't, because you have, and I've
Right.
seen it with every session and every time we just chill together. You and other artists in Royal have grown a lot. Even David's like the new signee.
Yeah,
So
totally.
like seeing you guys
Dude's
like
amazing.
do things outside your comfort zone, and like even like seeing you guys struggle in your comfort zone and then break out of your comfort zone and
Right.
making that your new comfort zone.
Right.
And just seeing that is amazing, and I'm happy, and I'm so lucky. I'm looking forward to the future.
Totally, of course.
I'm more excited for your music than like these people are who are your fans or new fans, or I'm more excited than you probably are to release music. Like
You probably are. You probably are. And the reason why I probably don't seem too you know, hyped up about my own music is because the process for me is kind of, you know, how do you say it? It's kind of like, what's the word? it's kind of frustrating sometimes, you know, for my own self. Like, I'm happy for myself and stuff like that. I'm excited that I'm doing these things and stuff like that, but it does get frustrating, you know? It really does, and it does take a toll on your body, on your mind. And there's times and stuff like that where you go through a phase where you don't want to make music, where you don't want to do anything, where you just want to be alone and unbothered.
It's like, not even writer's block.
Exactly. It's just how you get sometimes.
It's just a thing, and it's an artist thing. It makes me feel like I'm a sad, emotional kid. Like I need to go in my room.
And I feel like a lot of these new artists that are like coming up and being successful, you know, like I've seen a lot of new artists that I enjoy, but I feel like sometimes they don't really think about what they're doing. Like I feel like a lot of people are just throwing out music just to throw it out, and I feel like, you know, there really isn't any meaning towards it, you know. But it's just how these new artists are, and I feel like I'm different, totally different.
No, that's
from all
good.
That,
that's
you know?
That's totally good, and don't just downgrade yourself just because you're different.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, people are gonna notice the difference from me and all these other artists.
People like the difference, and when you have a formula that works for you, you got to treat it like it's your formula. These artists who you claim that get famous off of songs that don't make any sense, or they don't have any meaning behind them. It's just a generational thing, I guess it could be, or it could be just the fact that the beat. There's a lot of components that go into it, but once they have the formula and they got the ball rolling, that's their formula,
right? And
we're just ready to get your formula going and your ball rolling, and then we'll see the artist that you'll be in 10 years from now, dude. Your next 10-year like when you're 10 years from now when you're doing an interview,
I'll be on like my 5th studio album.
Still wearing the same clothes. And yeah, exactly. Releasing another.
That's kind of bad.
Yeah, it means you won't grow.
Yeah, I'm not growing anymore. I'm only like I don't even know how tall I am anymore. I really don't.
No,
I'm short.
Really cool. Yeah. I got a lot of questions out of you today. That's a lot that we got out of you. So
I mean, if you want to keep going, we can keep going.
We could, for video purposes and for other interview purposes, we're gonna cut it short today. I don't know if it's really short, or I don't know how long we've been.
Hey, that's all right with me. That's okay.
But we'll always have you back, and it was good talking to you. Obviously, I'm gonna talk to you after this because you're my fucking boy.
Oh yeah, we're here all night.
Yeah, so. But no, Royal Empire is glad to have you, and I'm sure that your fans are glad to have you, and and expecting a lot from you. Hopefully, music is out by the time this interview is out.
Right.
And if not, well, we have a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, I know you'll be beating me on my head. What the hell? Didn't you say this on the interview?
Yeah, this is my blackmail. I'm gonna release this interview and be like, yeah, guys, he hasn't been holding true to his word. No, I'm not saying. But I know you will, and I see what you're about to release, and I see all the stuff that's in your head and your creative process. So I know what artist you are. That's why I'm calling you a royal threat. That's why Royal Empire is making you a royal threat. So just keep proving yourself, man, and it's gonna get easier for you. I can see it. I can see your evolution already happening, and I can see that 10-year you sitting right next to your small ass. And he's like,
I'm still gonna be the same size. Just
Except this one is more cooler. I'm probably gonna hang out with him after this interview. No, I'm still hang out with you. But thank you for stopping by, bro. Thank you for doing this interview. And good luck for you. Okay.
Thank you.